Those of you that don't know, I am a life coach and I help stressed out, overwhelmed, and overworked moms find more peace and purpose. And so that is the driving force between me hopping on here live almost every day during the week. And today I wanted to cover, since it is December 2nd and we are going into the holiday season. And I know that for a lot of moms and just people in general, it brings a certain amount of stress, and we have to go into situations maybe with family or friends or get-togethers or things like that. And it can bring some stress, some extra stress and anxiety. So I wanted to offer a few things that I have been helpful, that have served me and my life coaching clients well lately and just in the past season. So I'm just going to jump right into it because I do have to run here in a few minutes to a meeting. So I have found it helpful. Hello to whoever was watching. I see some of you watching. I have found it really helpful to go into gatherings with this little piece of paper in my pocket and this little set of questions that helps me to get to a better mindset and a more positive mindset going into situations, maybe with family that might be high stress or bring on some stress or anxiety. So a lot of times the things that trigger stress or anxiety are kind of the stories that we have in our head and the things that we tell ourselves. And so a lot of times we project our sort of story, the things that we believe that other people think about us, we kind of project that onto them. And so we bring that into a situation and we assume that they're thinking a certain thing about us. And that is how that we let that affect how we show up in a space. And so we might show up with a little bit more stress, with a little bit more frustration, things like that. And so the things that I like to do is I literally write on a little piece of paper. And I'm a jeans girl, so I usually have in my jean pocket this set of questions. Or at least this is what I started doing last year that helped me. And so the first one is, can I really know that they are thinking something? Can I 100% know that this person, like say it's causing anxiety and I think that this person is making a certain judgment of me, that I didn't show up on time, or I should have done something a certain way, or, I wasn't able to show up to the last gathering, so why am I here? Whatever the thing is, can I really know 100% that that person is thinking that thing about me that is changing the way that I'm showing up in this space? And the answer is no, because you cannot get in their head and know that they are thinking a certain way or a certain thing about you. And so then the next question I like to ask is this thought serving me, or do I need to let it go? And who would I be without the thought that they are thinking a certain thing about me? If it's not serving me, then I need to let it go. And I need to stand in my worth as a person, just whole in who I am and doing the best that I can, and not allow my perceptions of their judgment of me affect the way that I show up or add stress or anxiety or whatever your word is to my life, right? And so when I answer those questions, I tend to show up in more joy and feel more self-worth, and then walk away from that get-together, gathering, or even like a meeting with someone so much better, with so much more joy. And I can show up and know that my story in my head is not dictating how I show up in a space, right? And my projections on other people is not going to affect the way that I show up in that space. And so I literally will write those questions on a sheet of paper and put them in my pocket. I don't necessarily have to take it out of my pocket, but if I find that I have that projection coming in my mind, or anxiety or thoughts, negative thoughts, I will just put my hand on my pocket or touch that piece of paper and know that, hey, stop telling that story in your head and stop putting that projection on them, because you can't know what they're thinking, right? Unless they outwardly tell you 100% what they're thinking, you cannot know that for sure. And so that is what I have today. I hope that that helps you go into this holiday season that can be so joyful, or it can be so stressful. So I hope that my fellow mamas can take this little piece of advice and find more joy in this holiday season, and just look back at Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever holiday you are celebrating with 2021 with a little bit more joy. So hey, and also, if you're watching this on Facebook, if you wouldn't mind popping over to YouTube, if you like what I've been posting lately and it serves you well, if you wouldn't mind popping over to With Sarah Jane on YouTube and subscribing, just so that, because Facebook doesn't really always tell people, they're not very good about telling people when I go live and when these videos are posted. So if this serves you well, then I would greatly appreciate the subscribe or like or whatever comment. Let me know that that helped you. And if you have any tips or tricks of your own that have served you well, please let me know in the comments. Have a wonderful, fabulous December 2nd or whatever day you're watching this. Take care. Bye-bye.